Hi, Marvina.
Hi, Renee. How are you?
I am well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. I cannot complain.
Awesome. Oh, good,
Although I
good.
want to most days, but we're working. We're trying to work on we're working on ourselves and seeing the positive this year.
Yeah, there you go. I notice when I start to complain, I see people going la 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 la.
Right. They're like, girl, like there's more important things going on than just what's happening with you, right?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, our schedules have been a little bit crazy. I know you were doing some vacationing and I had some things going. So our Valentine's Day episode is going to be after Valentine's Day. So but I thought it'd be fun just to kind of
Probably should have wore red today. Yep.
no, that's okay. This is the only red shirt I have, so I know I wore it for Christmas.
Oh.
I do not buy clothes, so
Yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, so I thought it'd be fun just to kind of share. I don't know if you have any fun little Valentine stories or like the worst Valentines ever. I do have a couple.
Okay.
Oh gosh. But you were out of town for this Valentine's Day, right?
I got back the day before.
Oh, okay.
So my family and I, we went to we celebrated my father's birthday, in
Okay.
Columbus, Ohio. So that was nice. Family was together. And so we got back the day before Valentine's.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And I'm sure Armand just showered you with gifts and balloons and flowers and dinner.
It's funny. I did get a box of candy, but
Very good.
we usually don't really do Valentine's Day because it's
Yeah.
like you try to go to dinner and it's
Oh,
fine, like no matter where you go, right?
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and then it's like, we do this every day. So,
Yeah.
but Armand is very big on with both myself and the my daughters when they were younger. He always made an effort. And so Arlicia and I both got a box of candy. Unfortunately for him, he just got us.
Well, that's good enough. That's a good thing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but how about you? Did you do anything or
I just went over to my sister. She was making filet mignon and I pouted a little bit and she said, come on over.
a
And so I
night?
did. So I ended up buying the kids ice cream cake. The
Okay.
Yeah, because my two of my nephews and my niece were going to be there for dinner. So I bought an ice cream cake and yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm not big on Valentine's Day either. I always pick the wrong men for that. So but one of the fun things we used to do when the kids were younger
Uh-huh.
is we would set up the card table in front of my sister's fireplace
Okay.
and we would put a tablecloth and flowers and we would make dinner and the kids would have to serve their mom and dad. And
Oh,
so yeah, my brother-in-law, my sister would knock at the door and Josh in
how
his little jacket would go open the door and show them to their table and
nice.
so we would have a salad course, a main course and then a dessert, right? And so it was cute because the just kids couldn't stand themselves. We had a little curtain up so that they couldn't see into the kitchen, the diners. And
Okay.
Josh forever was taking the picture. I'll see if they want water, Aunt Renee. I'll go
Oh,
see if they want water. I said, honey, you just gave them water. He said, that's okay. I need to check. I mean, he was young. And so
oh, how
he went out.
cute.
Yeah. And then Ashley get to serve the meal. And
Nice.
then we always had entertainment.
Okay.
And
Now, was this okay? So the dinner, was this your idea?
yeah,
Yeah, seems like it would be.
yeah,
Cool. Which
yeah.
is, I think it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
it was just fun and to watch them just really get into it. And of course, they had to dress up the kids.
Right. Right.
And so the first year I think we did it, Ashley was going to sing a song,
Okay.
And of course, she sang it to a recording. So she
Okay.
just kind of sang along with it. And then Josh wanted to do jokes. And the only thing he had to pick from was a Yo Mama book. So, needless to say, they weren't terribly appropriate for Valentine's Day, but he executed them well. I was very proud.
Okay. Okay. I would love to hear those jokes.
Oh yeah, it was so
Okay.
funny what he picked out. But so they get older, right? Now we got the next two kids. So we got the four kids doing it.
Okay.
So I think Justin was about 5, Jordan 7, Ashley 12, Josh maybe 14.
Okay.
So they're helping make the dinner. We do the same thing. We sit them, the parents, in front of the fireplace, and and the kids are serving the meal. And so once they're starting on their dessert, we decide we're going to go get ready for the entertainment.
Okay.
And so this time, Ashley was going to sing to Shania Twain's "I Feel Like a Woman." Right? Is that the name of the song? "I Feel Like a Woman." Yeah.
I don't know, but okay.
Now the three boys were her backup singers,
Okay.
and they're in dresses and high
Okay.
heels and wigs. And so
Okay.
now they're behind Ashley doing and it was funny because, like I say, Justin was about 5, and we're going back in to get dressed. And the kids are just having a blast with this. And Justin sits on the bed like this, and he's got his wig on.
Okay.
And I said, "Well, what's the matter, buddy?" He just sits there. And I said, "Honey, nobody's going to make fun of you. Mom and Dad's really going to love this. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's something we've never done. You come on."
Mhm.
And so he just sits there. And I finally say, "What is wrong? Why don't you want to go out?" And he says, "I want to wear the black dress." Because we wanted him to put a flowered dress on, and it's like, fine, wear the black dress. But it was the cutest moment, just thinking he was embarrassed, but it's like, I just want to wear the black dress.
Oh, that's funny. Oh,
Yeah,
that is so cute. It never dawned on me how much that is something my sister-in-law Gazelle would have done.
yeah,
Orchestrated dinner for Armand and I and the kids to serve and have entertainment and everything. Oh,
yeah,
that's so funny. Okay, so how did they
yeah.
do the song in the backup singing?
Ashley can't carry a tune. God bless her. That's why we always have the music in the background, right? But it was funny because the boys would, they turn from side to side and they do the swaying motion, right?
Okay.
So Josh and Jordan are doing pretty good. They're going the same way.
Uh-huh.
Justin's over there just going, it was funny. We got it on video, and I hope to
Oh,
at least,
nice.
I want to find that at some point because I'd love to show Justin's girlfriend today.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah,
No, so cute. He's not
yeah,
gonna like that. You're gonna be in big trouble, Aunt Renee, but it
yeah,
sounds so cute.
yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
So those were some of my favorite Valentine's days,
Okay.
just because they got to do something special for their parents. And then, like I said, the kids got to step out of their comfort zone and do something that
Right,
they, had never done before. But uh, yeah, so that was fun. That was fun.
nice, nice.
Yeah.
I don't really have any Valentine memories besides like, I remember in school where we used to do, I don't know if you remember like the candy grams and that,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you would send a gram to, your
Yeah.
friends or, someone you crushed on. And I don't think I
Yeah.
ever done with the crush only because I wouldn't put myself out there like that. But
Yeah.
friends, yeah. But
Yeah.
it amazes me though how we'll go above and beyond for those that we love, right?
Hmm.
To
Hmm.
express how much we care for them and it amazes me because God does the same thing for us. he goes above and beyond, and it's just, for the kids to put on dresses because they wouldn't have done that for anybody else,
Mm. Yeah.
your nephews,
Yeah.
but we just
Yeah.
kind of, when we're expressing love to others, sometimes we just get lost in the moment, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. No,
which
that's
is
true.
nice, which is nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm quite a bit older than you, so
Uh-huh.
we didn't do the candy grams or those kind of things but I remember in sixth grade, and I told my niece and nephew this story the other day, and my niece just went, "Oh," and my nephew just sat and laughed. He thought that was the funniest thing. In
Okay.
sixth grade, so this is my worst Valentine's Day.
Okay. All right.
Um, I have had one of those. The sixth grade, our teacher said, okay, what we want to do is have all the girls decorate a shoe box, decorate it pretty or whatever you want to do, and then put a lunch for two in there. All right. So if you did your homework and stuff, you got these bucks. I don't know what they're called, class bucks or something that you could spend on stuff, right? If you
Okay.
had good behavior, you got a class buck.
Mhm.
So all the boys would take their class bucks and they were going to bid on the lunch that they wanted to have and sit and have lunch with that girl, right? So I decorated mine up. It was a caveman and he was holding a club, and it was a great box, right? And
Okay.
all I wanted was Greg Butts to
Okay.
bid on mine because he was the cutest boy in school. And looking back, thank God that didn't work out because
Okay.
Mrs. Butts, no, I wouldn't want to do that. Uh, so,
Right.
so, so
You'd be
Greg and
the butt of every joke.
would be. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so every boy in class bid on Audrey's.
Okay.
Audrey was the cute girl in class. So
Okay.
Greg got Audrey's, and then they continued bidding, and mine was the last one to be bid on,
Okay.
and that was I got paired with Vernon because Vernon had no class bucks,
Oh,
so it was
oh,
just like, here, just sit with Renee, just
oh. You mean, oh my. Okay, I can see. It's just amazing how times have changed. Because even, when you started out and you mentioned, all the girls made these boxes for the boys to bid on, right? It's just
yeah,
amazing how, and I'm not saying anything is wrong. Times have changed. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Times have just changed, but times have changed.
Yeah, I know. Oh gosh.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the
okay.
same. That's the same my reaction my niece had. It was,
You know
oh,
why? Because I think as women, we can, um, what's the word I'm looking for? We feel with our heart,
yeah,
you know? So, and I think we all have had that moment or those moments in our lives where
yeah,
put ourselves out there, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We're hoping, for this, this crush, and to not, and then for them to pick someone else or not, we know how that feels. And I think
yeah,
God, your nephew, he laughed because yeah, that's what,
yeah.
but
That's what guys do. Yeah, exactly.
right, we can empathize. That's the word I'm looking for. We can
Yeah,
empathize because we've all had those moments.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But
It
your
didn't have
box sound cool. Like it seems
it.
like, but not for Valentine's Day though.
You know, there were different times back
There
then.
were different, but it sounds super cool. Like who wouldn't want to? What guy wouldn't want the caveman box? But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It didn't help that I was the tallest girl in my class. I mean, I was
Okay,
taller than any of the guys too. I was the
okay,
tallest kid in class, and
okay,
I had two dresses that I could wear. And one
okay.
of them my mom had made me was a just a, what do they call it? A-line
Oh,
where it's just
uh-huh.
straight and it was green. So all the boys called me the Jolly Green Giant.
Oh, oh, that but
That's
again, kids are kids, you know?
yeah,
They don't mean
yeah,
anything by it, but kids are kids. Okay, okay,
yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah.
And the
So
other dress was what?
I can't even remember the other dress. It
Okay.
was just, but that was a time when you had to wear dresses. The girls had to
Yeah.
wear dresses. And it's yeah,
Wow.
that was that was it.
Wow,
So
again, how times have changed, but
yeah,
yeah, well.
yeah.
Well,
Oh
Renee,
gosh.
I will say, I bet you so did what's the young man's name that you got
Greg.
paired with? No, the young man that you got paired with.
Oh, Vernon.
Vernon. Okay. So then so you guys made your own lunch and put it
Well,
inside the box?
yeah, you had to make a lunch for two. So I had to have two sandwiches, two
Right.
whatever, two
Okay.
cupcakes, whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, I can't even remember if Vernon sat there and ate it with me or if he just went, "Thank you."
Oh my God.
You're tall, you scare me. Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
well, but then we grow into the beautiful people that we are.
That's right.
Childhood is rough, I tell you.
Yeah, it can
It
be.
it it really can be,
Yeah,
we forget about that.
yeah,
It can be, I remember some moments. So yes, I totally understand. But yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
Wow.
So but yeah, it's yes, it's a memory that haunts me.
The Jolly Green Giant. That's so mean. Kids can be so mean.
Oh, they can be, yeah,
Yeah.
and they liked me when we played dodgeball because I had the best I could throw the best dodgeball. I could hit a
Okay.
kid,
Got
and,
it.
I remember one time a kid, he was just obnoxious, didn't like him, but he would run the same way in dodgeball. So
Okay.
all I did was aim ahead of him,
Got it.
and I could
And
get him,
all
right?
that. Yeah.
One time he was running and he's calling me Jolly Green Giant. I threw it ahead, it hit his feet. He went down, tore out both the knees in his pants, and then got up crying. He says, "My mom just bought me these pants." I said, "Well, you shouldn't call me names, should you?"
Oh, Renee. But I get it.
Now, now that I'm speaking out loud, maybe that's why Greg wanted to bid on Audrey's. He was afraid. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe you had a little bit to do with that, Renee.
Oh, could be, could be. Oh gosh.
Okay. But yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have any memories that really stick out from Valentine's Day. I mean, besides, and during my years in school, everything was that's when we started coming into the days of everything being even, right? So, you had to have Valentines for everybody in the class,
Everybody.
everybody on
Yeah.
the list, and so yeah,
Yeah.
whether you like them or not, even though you try to pick out those certain Valentines that you didn't really care for the people you didn't like, but
And crumpled them as you dropped it in the bag. Yeah. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay, cool. Cool.
yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, but what you said earlier about, one love that doesn't change is
Mhm.
certainly, the Lord's love for us. And I was reminded of a story that I heard Pastor Robert Morris, which I've mentioned before. I really like him.
Mhm.
He was sharing a story, and I think I'm going to get most of the details right, but
Okay.
it was after the First World War,
Mhm.
and the United States had apparently donated a lot of money to the orphanages in Europe at the time because a lot of kids were orphaned after the war.
Mhm.
And so there was a man, and he had a little girl, and he very thin. You could tell that they had probably very, very hungry, had not been uh, very, prosperous after the war. They were very much in need.
Okay.
And see, and this is apparently this story was written in the journal
Mhm.
of one of the headmasters at an orphanage, if that's what you call them, one of the head guys.
Mhm.
So this was journaled by this man.
Okay.
And so this man brings his daughter into the orphanage and he says, I need you to take my daughter. And I need you to, please give her food and a place to stay and take care of her for me.
Mhm.
And the headmaster, that's what I'm going to call him, said, unfortunately, we're just packed to capacity. And as long as the child has a living parent, we can't take them in.
Mhm.
And the father said, so you're telling me that if she had no parents, if I were gone, you could take her and you could feed her and clothe her and give her a place to live.
Mhm.
And the headmaster said, yes, unfortunately, that is the case. And so he picked up his daughter and he hugged her and he kissed her.
Mhm.
And then he put his daughter's hand in the hand of the headmaster. And the father said to the headmaster, then I will arrange it. And he went out and he hung himself
Wow.
so that this daughter could be saved.
Oh,
And it
wow.
made me think of the Lord's love for us, that
Mhm.
he gave his life so that he could put our hand in the Father's. And
Yes.
what an ultimate expression of love that is. There are so many times where you put all your hopes in a love,
Mhm.
love of someone, and they might disappoint you, they might go away, they might die. There's
Yeah.
times that this happens, but the love that the Lord showed for us when he connected us with his Father was just some of the most or the most beautiful expression of love that has ever
Right.
been.
That's
Yeah,
right. That
yeah,
is true. That is so true. He gave his very life
yeah.
so that we could live,
Right,
just as
right,
the father did in your story for his daughter. Wow.
right, right. Yeah. So that
I
that really struck me as something that speaks to not particularly Valentine's Day, but just a story of love that
Mhm.
there's no comparison for.
Right.
What the Lord did for us. Yeah.
Right. I like the example that you gave. I like the story for the example because it allows us to really feel v- s- a part of the depth of the love that Christ has for us. And
Mhm,
um that's an immense love,
mhm,
that he would give his life up and for us. And we know that, but I think sometimes we forget how that may have felt. And
mhm,
that also gives us hope and encouragement to know that a love that deep is not gonna just clearly Christ is not gonna walk off and leave us in whatever we may be dealing with in our lives at this
mhm,
today. Christ is not going to walk off and leave you. He's already demonstrated a love that is so deep. There's no way he could walk away.
mhm.
And so um gives
Yeah,
yeah, a lot to chew on just to sit in that,
right,
you know.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I say, it was a documented story, and nowhere in the story does it say that the father said, "Well, maybe we could work something out. Let's see if we can go." The
Right.
father knew that that would be the only way that he could connect his daughter with what was needed to save her. And
Right.
so we think about the same thing with Jesus. I don't think he sat down with the father and had a conversation. Well, let's think if we could do this any other way. You know,
Right. Right.
let's see if there's a different solution. It
Mhm.
was like, if that's what it takes to connect mankind with the Father, then I'm willing to do that.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Right. Oh,
so
amazing. It's an amazing love, that's for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I think we get so used to hearing John 3:16. We say it and we read it without really feeling what that is, you know.
right.
The part of Christ and the part of God for him to give
Mhm,
his son, his only son,
mhm.
so that the rest of the world could live. Like, yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an
You're
amazing.
right. And the Father knew,
And
and
the
so did
Father knew.
Jesus knew
Yep.
that not everybody would accept that
Right.
love.
And to
And you would,
still be willing to die. Yes.
right,
Yes.
exactly, exactly.
Yes.
So yeah. So I thought that was just a beautiful expression of love, especially at this time of, the season, the holiday, or of Valentine's Day, just to know that we have a love
Yes.
that is not going to change. It's
Yep.
not going to go away.
Yep.
It's going to be with us as long as we allow it to be with
Right.
us.
That's
Yeah.
right. And that's really something to remember again as you walk through life, because sometimes we get ourselves in these messes and we're like, we just prolong it because we feel that we can't come to God because maybe we knew better, or, we got ourselves in a situation. But again, it's back to remembering how deeply he loves you, you know,
Right.
and
Yeah, exactly.
nice. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So, there you go.
Yep, there you have it.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to add to that?
No,
Okay.
that's all I got.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, it's now you all might know all my secrets about Valentine's
I
Day, and
do. I do. I do. But it's just, you know, I'm so glad to be through those awkward moments,
yeah,
of
yeah,
childhood. They were fun. They were fun, but
yeah,
I'm glad to be through them because it was a lot of pressure.
yeah,
It was a lot of pressure putting yourself out there,
yeah,
but I guess that's why God makes us resilient as children, right? You don't
right,
you're not as into your feelings a lot of times, and when you look back on it,
yeah.
you're like, that was awfully mean. Yeah. And to be able to
Uh,
laugh about it, but yeah, yeah.
yeah, I figured
You
God
always
gave
have
me a
cool
good story.
stories. You
Yeah,
always have cool stories. That is definitely your gift, is to be a storyteller. That's what always has always drawn me to you. So I always enjoy your stories. I know it's at your expense sometimes, but we still enjoy it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't mind at all. It sounds, I figured God gave me the experiences for a reason.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Okay, well,
Well,
until next time,
until next time, you take care.
you too, Renee.
Okay, we'll talk soon.
Okay, we'll talk soon.
Okay. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.